Hi guys, so I'm making this hopefully quick video. I don't want it to be too long. Um, so I had this pack and play. Actually, it's a travel light crib, so it's smaller than a pack and play. I had it when I first got into dolls. When I primarily had baby Think It Over and neonate dolls. My husband bought me this travel crib since it was smaller and it could fit better in places. Well, after my real babies, my son and daughter outgrew it, or when my son was a baby, we actually took it to my parents' house because my mom wanted something smaller than a playpen. Well, then my daughter came along, so she got a bigger playpen for my son and kept this one for my daughter. And then once my daughter outgrew it, she wanted a bigger one for my daughter, so she had two regular sized playpens. And told me to sell the mini crib playpen. Okay, I didn't think anything of it, so I sold it and I instantly regretted it. I have currently two other playpens, a regular size pack and play that my husband bought when I was pregnant with my son, and I want to say it's called a porta-yard or porta-crib sport. It's made by Graco. I can't remember the actual name. It's kind of a dome shape. The ground is essentially the floor, the bottom of it. There's no padding to the bottom of it. And it's got like this dome thing that goes over it. And then the front zips and unzips, so you can either use it as like a playpen, excuse me, or you can use it as a shade. And it's a little bit, it's more compact when it's folded up and in its bag. But when you open it up, it's really nice. I know there's a couple trips that my son used it. When my son falls out of the bed, he rolls around a lot. And his bed has something on all four sides, so he can't fall out of bed. But like when we go to hotels, he typically will fall out of the bed. So he a couple times has slept in. We open the zipper up and then he can crawl through the hole and get in and out himself. But anyways, so those are the only two that I have left. Well, I had seen an ad on Facebook of somebody selling the travel mini yard, and I want to say they had it listed for 10. I offered them 5 and they took it. Great. Thought I got a fantastic deal. I went and met the guy. He handed me the crib. I gave him the money. Didn't think anything of it. Then I put it in the car, and as we're driving back to my house, this was still when we were in Minot. We were driving back to my friend's house, and she's like, okay, it really reeks of cigarette smoke in your car now. And sure enough, it was this pack and play. And it was to the point that, like, I was contemplating just tossing it or putting it on Facebook down here for free. And I was a little sad about that because I love the light cribs, the mini playpens. And to buy one brand new, it would be over $100. And they're not exactly easy to find unless you order them online. So, it's just been sitting in our garage, and it's, anytime you walk by it, it just reeks. Well, somebody had told me about this. You use regular detergent, like washing clothes detergent. Then you use vinegar and baking soda. You mix the 3 together, you put it in the bathtub, and you let it soak. Now, mind you, I just flipped it over, and it had been soaking about an hour on one side. I mean, my bathtub's a pretty good size, so it covered most of the playpen and the fabrics. But this is just disgusting. Like, the camera's not even really picking up just how bad this is. I mean, it's yellow water. Like, I watched a few YouTube videos of other people soaking theirs, and their water was like a brown, mucky color. But this is just yellow. Now, as I said, it reeked of cigarette smoke. And typically, if you move into a place after a smoker's been in there, and the walls are supposed to be white, they turn yellow because of the nicotine. Well, gee, what do you think's happening to this playpen? And so that's probably the nicotine and the tar and all the crap from the cigarette smoke that's floating around in this water. And to me, that is just disgusting to think of. A baby slept in this playpen, and the parents smoked around the baby. And I feel sorry for kids that are around smokers. I mean, I'm not even going to say no offense to you smokers out there, because to me, smoking is a disgusting habit. I personally have never smoked because it just, the smell of it alone, I can't get past. And I just think it's incredibly selfish when parents seem to smoke around their kids. And I mean, this is proof of it. I mean, if this is what's going into a playpen, something that your child's sleeping in, what would happen if you soaked their clothes, and what are they breathing in? And it's not even what they're breathing in. I mean, think about it. How much your skin absorbs. So this is just, yeah, it's disgusting. I'm hoping, so far I smelt the bag. The bag does not smell as bad. You can kind of see an air bubble in the mattress pad. I'm going to let this side sit for about an hour. Then I'm going to rinse it off. It is about 11 o'clock at night. So it'll be about midnight when it's done soaking. I'm going to rinse it off and probably soak it until the water is clear and not this mucky yellow color. And if anybody's saying, oh, it's because it's a greenish tan color, you're just getting the reflection of the pack and play, well, then why would this be kind of that? I mean, on the camera it looks green, but it's actually like a pea yellow. Like, that's what color it looks like to me. So this is disgusting. And I really hope that I get the smell out of it. I mean, this was my last resort before I had listed on Facebook for free. And like I said, I only paid $5 for it, so it won't be a huge loss. But, I mean, I would rather have this, like, if Crystal comes down to visit, the room that she's going to be staying in, I can fit our full-size playpen in there for whichever doll she brings with. But, you know, for more room for her, this would have been better. So, I'm really hoping I can get the cigarette smoke out. So, I might make another video. I don't know how many soaks it's going to take. One lady got a playpen for free that I saw on YouTube, and she said it took about 5. But hers, like, the mattress was all stained up, and the playpen itself had a bunch of stains on it. The bag had a bunch of stains on it, and she was able to get all the stains out. Now, she didn't mention anything about cigarette smoke, so not sure about that. So I hope I can get the smell out of it. I'm hoping, I think tomorrow's supposed to be a sunny day too. So tomorrow morning I might do the soak again and then put it out in the yard to let the sun take over too. And after 2 soaks, if it's not that great with this, I have to find it, some Rockin' Green cloth diaper detergent still. Because we tried the cloth diaper when we had the 2. My daughter was a newborn and my son was 17 months old, but yeah, that was too much laundry with 2 little ones. But, so I'm really hoping that this will come out. Wish me luck. Thanks. Have a good evening.